Batting sixth and playing left field, number 3, Ian LaBeouf. Batting seventh at second base, number 17, Matthew Robertson. Batting eighth in right field, number 29, Foster Landry. And batting ninth and catching, number 14, Jaron Coops. Tonight's starting pitcher for Kinder, number 11, Gavin Chevalier. And now the starting lineup for your St. Louis Catholic Saints. Leading off at shortstop, number 6, J.T. Pelican. Batting second in center field, number 9, Gus Milligan. Batting third at first base, number 18, David Nolan. The cleanup hitter playing third base, number 27, Evan Joubert. Batting fifth and catching, number 1, Carson Dixon. Batting sixth at second base, number 28, Cooper Miller. Batting seventh, the designated hitter, number 29, Brent Peshoff. Batting eighth in right field, number 25, Chase Wilson. Batting ninth in left field, number 9, Taylor Duhan. And your starting pitcher, number 15, Drew Blanchard. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time we ask that you please stand. And gentlemen, please remove your hats for the invocation, followed by our national anthem. The athlete's prayer tonight read by Abby Milliken.
In the name of the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. God, help me to play fair and to the best of my ability. Let competition make me strong, but never hostile. Always let me help my opponent up. Never catch me rejoicing in the adversity of others. Let me be happy and humble in victory. If I am denied, keep me from envy. Teach the passion, conviction, selflessness, and teamwork it takes to win as you did. And after having learned these lessons, let victory follow. St. Louis, King of France, pray for us. Father, Son, Holy Spirit.
Game time temperature 73 degrees. It's time for Friday Night Saints baseball at Legion Field. Leading off for Kinder, the shortstop, number 16, Colin Klein.
Good afternoon and welcome to Alvin Dork Stadium at historic Legion Field as the St. Louis Catholic Saints will take on the Kinder Yellow Jackets. On the mound for the Saints today is Drew Blanchard. First pitch from Blanchard misses high and outside. 1 ball and no strikes. Carson Mixon is at catcher. David Nolan at first. Cooper Miller at second. JT Pelican at short. And Evan Jobert is at third. Pitch is low and outside. Two balls and no strikes. Chase Wilson in left. Gus Milligan in center. Caleb Duhan is in right. Grant Peshoff is the designated hitter. The 2-0 pitch is in for a strike from Blanchard. Two-one delivery. Misses outside. 3 balls and a strike. One catches the outside corner. It's 3 balls and 2 strikes from Drew Blanchard. Payoff pitch popped up on the right side. Nolan calls it on the grass, and he'll make the catch for out number 1.
The center fielder, number 5, Gage Aguilar.
One out, nobody on for Aguilar. First pitch popped it up out of play. One from Blanchard. Grounded foul down the left side. No balls, 2 strikes. Pitch misses outside. It's 1 ball, no strikes. Two from Blanchard. Strike 3 called, and a strikeout for out number 2.
Third baseman, number 7, Michael Fontenot.
Here's Fontenot with 2 down, nobody on. Breaking ball swung on and missed. And it's no balls and 1 strike. Fly ball left side. Wilson in foul territory. And he'll make the catch for out number 3. 3 up, 3 down for the Saints. No runs, no hits, no errors. We'll go to the bottom of the first and no score. Bottom of the first inning, and JT Pelican will lead things off for the Saints. First pitch is driven back up the middle for a base hit. So Pelican gets things started with a single on the first pitch.
The center fielder, number 9, Gus Milligan.
Here's Gus Milligan. Pelican at first. Breaking ball falls in for a strike to Milligan. No balls and 1 strike. Milligan drives one deep center field. Center fielder under it. And he'll make the catch for out number 1.
The first baseman, number 18, David Nolan.
Here's David Nolan with 1 out and a runner at first. Chevalier, the pitcher for Kinder, throws to first. Pelican back. Nolan swings and misses at the off-speed pitch. No balls and 1 strike to David Nolan. Chevalier throws to first. Pelican is back. One ball, 1 strike. Breaking ball falls in. And it's a ball and 2 strikes to David Nolan.
Okay, David, you got this.
Pitch misses outside. Pelican takes off. They throw down. It won't be in time. Stolen base for JT Pelican. 2 balls, 2 strikes to David Nolan. Two to Nolan, and he'll be hit by the pitch. So David Nolan will take first base on the hit by pitch.
Get a shot now.
Third baseman, number 27, Evan Jobert.
So here's Evan Jobert, 1 out, runners at first and second. Pitch misses low. So it's 1 ball and no strikes to Jobert. Strike called on the outside corner.
Shot now.
1-1 to Jobert. Two balls, 1 strike. Runners take off, swung on, fouled back. The hit and run was on. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two to Jobert. And Chevalier, he looks Pelican back. Jobert fouls it back once again. The count will remain 2 balls and 2 strikes.
That foul ball sponsored by Russell Stoots Construction.
Here's the 2-2. Runners take off, and Jobert sends it back up the middle. Pelican will come around. He'll head for home. The throw towards third. Nolan slides in safe. An RBI single for Evan Jobert scores JT Pelican. And the Saints will take a 1-0 lead.
The catcher, number 1, Carson Mixon.
Carson Mixon will come to the plate with 1 out and runners at the corners. Pitch misses outside, 1 ball and no strikes. Pelican and Jobert played the hit and run to perfection. And Jobert sent it back up the middle and Pelican scored easily. First and third now for the Saints with 1 out. They throw to first, and Jobert is back. Mixon lays down the bunt. Nolan will score. Sacrifice bunt. And the Saints score a run on the Carson Mixon sacrifice bunt and lead it 2-0 here in the bottom of the first with 2 down. Two down runner at second for the Saints. Here's Cooper Miller. First pitch is on the outside corner. No balls and 1 strike. No balls and a strike to Miller. Outside corner is called a strike, and it's 0-2. Here's the 0-2 to Miller. And Miller swings and misses and strikes out to end the inning. 2 runs on 2 hits and a sacrifice bunt by Carson Mixon, and the Saints lead it 2-0. Top of the second inning, Saints lead it 2-0, and Levan will lead things off for the Yellow Jackets. And the first pitch from Blanchard over his head, 1 ball, no strikes. Pitch misses low, 2 balls and no strikes to Levan. And 2-0 misses once again, 3 balls and no strikes now to Levan. The 3-0 pitch is down the middle for a strike. And Levan fouls it back. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Levan. Leading off top of the second inning. And ball 4 is high to Levan, so Levan will head down to first base.
The first baseman, number 12, Bryce Anderson.
First pitch to Bryce Anderson catches the outside corner. Pitch to Anderson, misses outside. 1 ball and 1 strike from Blanchard. Levan at first after the leadoff walk. Fouled back by Anderson. A ball and 2 strikes. Nobody out here at the top of the second inning. Popped up to the right side. Wilson in foul territory makes a diving catch. Now the runner's going to advance to second base. Here's the throw, and Pelican will tag Levan out. Double play as Wilson goes sliding in foul territory and makes the catch. Levan tried to tag. Wilson got up, relayed it to Cooper Miller over to JT Pelican for the out. Double play. Kinder coach is out, wants to talk about it. The Kinder coach appears to be arguing whether Wilson caught the ball or not. The first base umpire was out there and made the call of out. So 2 outs, nobody on now for the Yellow Jackets. And popped it up to the infield. Blanchard is calling it himself. He'll make the catch. No runs on no hits and a walk. We'll go to the bottom of the second inning. Saints lead it 2-0. Grant Peshoff will lead things off for the Saints here in the bottom of the second, leading it 2-0. First pitch hit down the right side. Left fielder going over, just foul. So no balls and a strike now to Peshoff. Pitch misses outside. So 1 ball and 1 strike to Grant Peshoff. Breaking ball misses inside. It's 2 balls and a strike. Ground ball towards the third base side, past the third baseman in the left field. And a base hit for Grant Peshoff.
The right fielder, number 25, Chase Wilson.
Here's Chase Wilson. First pitch, breaking ball, drops in low. 1 ball and no strikes. Leadoff single for Peshoff at first base. Nobody out for Chase Wilson. Wilson fouls it back. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. One to Wilson. Wilson ground ball towards third base. He'll get to second, over to first, not in time. Peshoff is out at second.
The left fielder, number 9, Caleb Duhan.
Wilson safe at first on the fielder's choice. And that'll bring up the left fielder, Caleb Duhan. Duhan shows bunt, pulls back, and they're going to call a balk. So balk call will send Wilson down to second base. So no pitch on the balk, so no balls, no strikes to Caleb Duhan. Pitch misses outside. It's 1 ball, no strikes. Chevalier steps off as Wilson gets back to second base. Ground ball to the right side. Second baseman comes over. He'll flip it to first for the out. Duhan out on the fielder's choice. Wilson advances to third base. And back to the top of the order, and J.T. Peliquin.
Number 6, J.T. Peliquin.
Ball gets by. Here comes Wilson to the plate. Throw to the pitcher. He's safe. Wilson got in under the tag. Close play, but Wilson gets in under the tag, and the Saints lead it 3-0. One of those plays where the ball bounces off the wall right back to the catcher. He turned around and flipped it to Chevalier, but Wilson got his hand to the base before Chevalier applied the tag. Run scores, and it's 3-0 Saints. So 2 down, nobody on for Peliquin. 1 ball and no strikes. The breaking ball's in for a strike. Here's the 1-1. Ground ball towards third. Third baseman has it. Throw to first. In time for the out. 1 run on 1 hit, a balk, and a wild pitch. We'll go to the top of the third inning. Saints lead at 3-0.
Leading off for Kinder, the second baseman, number 17, Matthew Robertson.
Top of the third inning, Saints with a 3-0 lead. And Matthew Robinson will lead things off for Kinder. First pitch from Blanchard misses on the low side. 1 ball and no strikes. Strike called. And it's 1 ball and 1 strike now from Blanchard. Robertson chops it foul. A ball and 2 strikes. There's the 1-2 from Blanchard. High and inside. Robertson bails out. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Robertson steps back in, and the pitch misses high and outside. 3 balls, 2 strikes now to Robertson. And ball 4 as the fastball gets away from Blanchard. A leadoff walk for Kinder.
The right fielder, number 29, Foster Landry.
So Landry with nobody out and a runner at first. Strike called. There's no balls and 1 strike. No balls and 1 strike from Blanchard. He throws to first again. Holden Robertson close to the bag. Down at first. A 1 pitch, fouled back. No balls and 2 strikes from Blanchard. Blanchard continues to work on Robertson over at first base. Here's the 0-2. Just misses off the outside corner on the slider. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Breaking ball misses outside once again. 2 balls, 2 strikes now from Blanchard. Fastball misses off the outside. It's 3-2. Full count to Landry. Throws to first. Three-two delivery. Swing and a miss. And Blanchard strikes him out for out number 1.
The catcher, number 14, Jaron 2.
So 1 out. Robertson at first for Toops. Pitch misses outside. 1 ball and no strikes. Pitch misses high. 2 balls and no strikes now from Blanchard. Strike called. And it's 2 balls and 1 strike. Two balls and a strike. Blanchard throws to first. Swing and a miss. And the count goes to 2-2. Two-two pitch. Misses outside, gets in front of Mixon, and Robertson takes second with no throw from Mixon. So now a full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes to Toops. High and inside for ball 4. Second walk in the inning. And runners at first and second for the Yellow Jackets.
The shortstop, number 16, Colin Klein.
So back to the top of the order, and Klein curveball's in for a strike. And it's 0-1. 1 out, runners at first and second for the Jackets. Hit to the gap in right center field. That'll get down. 1 run is on his way to the plate. They'll wave the runner at third base. Here comes the throw, and now they're going to hold him up. So Kinder cuts into the lead 3-1 on the base hit by Klein.
Center fielder, number 5, Gage Aguilar.
So Aguilar will come to the plate with 1 out and runners at second and third. First pitch on the outside corners, no balls and 1 strike to Aguilar. Inside corners in for a strike, and it's no balls and 2 strikes. Fastball misses outside from Blanchard. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Aguilar. Grounded foul near the Saints dugout. Count remains 1-2. Swing and a miss. And Blanchard strikes him out for out number 2.
Third baseman, number 7, Michael Fontenot.
So 2 down for Fontenot. Pitch gets away from Mixon. The runner's going to stay put. And it's 1 ball and no strikes to Fontenot. Here's the 1-0. This is outside. 2 balls and no strikes. Here's the 2-0 from Blanchard. Foul tip. 2 balls and 1 strike. 2 balls and a strike, 2 down. Runners at second and third. Here's the pitch. Just off the outside corner, and it's 3-1. Three-one from Blanchard. Foul back. It's 3 balls and 2 strikes.
That foul ball sponsored by Billy Navarre Chevrolet.
Full count, 2 down from Blanchard. And the pitch. Curveball just misses up high. Everybody thought it was a strike except the home plate umpire, so it's ball 4, and that'll load the bases for the Yellow Jackets.
The designated hitter, number 2, Elijah Levan.
Here's Levan with the bases loaded and 2 down. First pitch misses high, 1 ball and no strikes. One over to Levan. High fly ball right side in foul territory. Nolan near the fence. And he can't come up with it as it goes just over the fence.
Sponsored by Russell Stoots Construction.
It's 1 ball and 1 strike. One and 1 to Levan. Curveball catches the inside corner, and it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. One-two pitch to Levan, misses outside. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the 2-2. Line to the right field. Wilson will have to let it drop. Wilson falls down. The ball bounces off of him. 2 runs have scored. And the runner coming around third falls. He'll have to go back to third. And Kinder has tied the game on a 2 RBI double by Levan.
The first baseman, number 12, Bryce Anderson.
So here's Anderson with 2 down, runners at second and third. First pitch misses high and inside. It's 1 ball and no strikes. One-oh just misses off the corner. It's 2 balls and no strikes. Here's the 2-0. Strike called. It's 2 balls and 1 strike. Fly ball center field. Milligan gets under it. And he'll make the catch to end the inning. Kinder picks up 3 runs on 2 hits. And we'll go to the bottom of the 3rd, all tied at 3. Milligan, Nolan, and Jobert due up for the Saints here in the bottom of the 3rd. And the first pitch to Milligan is a ball. 1 ball and no strikes. Ground ball towards 3rd. Throw to first. And it's in time for the out. Here's David Nolan with 1 out, nobody on. High fly ball, shallow center field. Center fielder coming in, and he'll make the catch for out number 2. So quickly 2 outs here in the inning.
The cleanup hitter and 3rd baseman, number 27, Evan Jobert.
2 down, nobody on for Evan Jobert. Breaking ball catches the outside corner. It's no balls and 1 strike. Jobert, foul tip. No balls, 2 strikes now to Evan Jobert. And Jobert will strike out to end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Saints. And we'll head to the 4th, all tied at 3. Top of the fourth inning, and Ian LaBeouf will lead it off. LaBeouf, Robertson, and Landry due up for the Yellow Jackets. And the first pitch from Blanchard's in for a strike to LaBeouf. No balls and one strike. The 0-1 misses low, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Fly ball right side. Wilson gets under it, and he'll make the catch for out number 1.
Second baseman, number 17, Matthew Robertson.
Here's Robertson. And the pitch misses high and inside. 1 ball and no strikes. Right back up the middle. And he'll go into center field for a base hit for Robertson.
The right fielder, number 29, Foster Landry.
One out. Runner at first for Landry. Outside, 1 ball and no strikes. Fastball is in for a strike. It's 1 ball and 1 strike to Landry. The 1-1 pitch misses outside. 2 balls and a strike. Two-one delivery, misses low. It's 3 balls and a strike. Three-one pitch. Ball 4 as the pitch misses high. Runners at first and second with 1 out.
The catcher, number 14, Jared Toots.
First pitch off the handle, blooper. Slow roller, Miller has it, bare hands over to first to get the out. Runners advance to second, third, and there's 2 outs in the inning. Spinning ball off the handle. Cooper Miller had to come in with a runner in his face, bare-hand it, and throw it over to Nolan for the out. And now there's 2 down.
The shortstop, number 16, Colin Klein.
There's Colin Klein, 2 down. Pitch misses low. It's 1 ball and no strikes. A ball and no strikes from Blanchard. And a strike called. It's 1-1. Fastball misses high and inside. 2 balls and a strike now from Blanchard.
Okay, Drew, get a 1 now. Bring that straight.
Ground ball. Pelican. He'll throw to first. In time for out number 3. Kinder Strands 2 here in the top of the 4th. We'll go to the bottom of the 4th. We're tied at 3. Bottom of the 3rd inning, tied at 3. Mixon, Miller, and Peshoff are up for the Saints. First pitch to Carson Mixon is low. It's 1 ball and no strikes. Got a ball to the third base. Third baseman backhands it, gets up, throws across the diamond in time for out number 1.
Second baseman, number 28, Cooper Miller.
So here's Cooper Miller. Pitch misses up high. It's 1 ball and no strikes. The 1-0 pitch misses low and away. It's 2 balls and no strikes. Breaking ball falls in for a strike on Miller. It's 2-1. Miller with the foul tip. 2 balls and 2 strikes now to Cooper Miller. And Miller will strike out on the curveball for out number 2.
The designated hitter, number 29, Grant Peshaw.
There's Grant Peshoff with 2 down and nobody on. First pitch is a ball. 1 ball and no strikes to Peshoff. Strike called, and it's 1-1. A ball and a strike to Peshoff. Outside. 2 balls and 1 strike. Strike called, and it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now to Peshoff. Two. And Peshoff will be hit by the pitch.
The right fielder, number 25, Chase Wilson.
Here's Chase Wilson with 2 down. Wilson drives one to left field. Left fielder coming in, and he'll make the catch to end the inning. Well hit ball by Wilson right at the left fielder. No runs on no hits and a hit by pitch. We'll go to the 5th inning, all tied at 3. Aguilar, Fontenot, and Levan due up for Kinder here in the top of the 5th inning. So here's Aguilar. The pitch from Blanchard misses outside. 1 ball and no strikes. High and outside once again. 2-0 now from Blanchard. Strike called on the outside corner. 2 balls and 1 strike. Fastball down the middle for a strike, and it's 2-2. 2-2 to Aguilar. Nobody on, nobody out here in the top of the 5th. Here's the pitch from Blanchard, and that'll hit Aguilar in the leg. And leadoff runner on base for the Yellow Jackets.
Third baseman, number 7, Michael Fontenot.
Here's Fontenot with nobody out and a runner at first. Pitch misses high, 1 ball and no strikes. Driven to deep center field. Milligan over his shoulder. He'll make the catch. The runner will have to go back. And there's 1 out in the inning. Great catch by Milligan out in center field over his shoulder for the out.
Designated hitter number 2, Elijah Levan.
Here's Levan with 1 out and a runner at first. Blanchard throws over to first. And Fontenot is back. Cheap. Ball scoots away from Mixon. Runner stays put. 1 ball, no strikes from Blanchard. Pitch is low and outside. It's 2 balls and no strikes now from Drew Blanchard. And Levan will be hit by the pitch. And that'll put runners at first and second now.
First baseman, number 12,
with 1 out.
Bryce Anderson.
First pitch misses high. 1 ball, no strikes from Blanchard. Strike called, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike from Blanchard. 2 outs, runners at first and second here for Kinder in the top of the 5th inning. Timeout called by Anderson. Here's the 1-1. Curveball falls in for a strike from Blanchard. It's 1 ball and 2 strikes. Popped it up towards the right side, shallow right field. Wilson comes in, he'll make the catch. No tag, and there's 2 outs.
The left fielder, number 3, Ian LeBeuf.
All right, let's get one.
2 down, runners at first and second for LeBeuf. First pitch misses high and inside. 1 ball and no strikes. Pitch misses low and outside. It's 2 balls and no strikes now from Blanchard. Here's the 2-0 from Blanchard. Just off the outside corner. 3 balls and no strikes.
Get one, Drew. Work your way back now. Work your way back.
And ball 4. That'll load the bases for Kinder. With 2 down, and here comes Coach Collins out to the mound.
17, Matthew Robertson.
And it looks like we'll have a pitching change for the Saints. Cooper Miller will be the new pitcher for the Saints. For Blanchard, 4 2/3 innings, 3 hits, 3 runs, all 3 earned. Walked 6, hit 2, and struck out 3. He is responsible for the base runners on base for the Yellow Jackets. We'll have Cooper Miller after the warm-ups. So here's Kane Miller with 2 outs and the bases loaded. First pitch misses outside. 1 ball and no strikes from Kane Miller. Right back up the middle. Pelican, and it gets by him into center field. 1 run is home. Here comes Levan to the plate. And Mixon will tag him out for out number 3. Kinder picks up a run, and they'll take the lead here in the bottom of the 5th. But an excellent throw from Milligan to Mixon for the out to end the inning. And the coach from Kinder is out there to argue. So we'll head to the bottom of the 5th. It's Kinder 4, St. Louis 3. Duhan, Pelican, and Milligan due up for the Saints in the bottom of the 5th inning. First pitch misses outside. One ball and no strikes. Fly ball to left field. Left fielder coming in, and he'll make the catch for out number 1.
The shortstop, number 6, J.T. Pelican.
So here's J.T. Pelican with 1 out. First pitch to Pelican's called a strike, and it's no balls and 1 strike to J.T. Pelican. Saints trail at 4-3 here in the bottom of the 5th. 1 out, nobody on. Outside, 1 ball and 1 strike. Milligan on deck. Pitch misses inside. 2 ball and 1 strike to Pelican. Pelican lifts the 2-1 to left field. Left fielder coming on. It'll fall in front of him for a base hit.
center fielder, number 9, Gus Milligan.
So one out base hit for JT Pelican. They'll have Gus Milligan at the plate. Milligan shows bunt. Pitch misses outside. 1 ball and no strikes. Fly ball towards center field, shallow. Second baseman in the grass. He'll make the catch for out number 2. So here's David Nolan with 2 down and a runner at first. To Nolan, gets over his head. Pelican will head down to second base. There's 1 ball and no strikes. One 0. Swing and a miss by Nolan. And it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Catcher was a little shaken up on that pitch in the dirt. So 1 ball, 1 strike to David Nolan. Ground ball. Shortstop gets it. He gets up and throws, but it'll be late. Pelican comes to the plate, and he'll score. And Pelican running all the way. Coach Collins sends him. Never hesitated, and Pelican safe at home. And the Saints tie it up at 4 here in the bottom of the 5th inning. So 2 outs, runner at first for Evan Jobert. First pitch to Jobert, fly ball center field, shallow. Center fielder comes in and he'll make the catch to end the inning. Saints score a run here in the bottom of the 5th. We'll go to the 6th inning, tied at 4. The 6th inning, and Foster Landry will lead it off for Kinder. Miller remains in the game to pitch for the Saints. First pitch misses low. 1 ball and no strikes. Pitch from Miller misses just high. 2 balls and no strikes now from Miller. And a strike called. It's 2-1. Swing and a miss, and it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two balls, 2 strikes from Kane Miller. Curveball misses inside, and the count is full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Three-two delivery. Misses inside, ball 4. So Kinder, for the 5th straight inning, has their leadoff batter on base one way or another.
The catcher, number 14, Jared Booth.
So here's Toops with 1 out. Toops shows bunt. It's called a strike. No balls and a strike from Miller. Goes to first, and he's back. Bunted. Miller will have it. He'll go to first with it for the out. Landry advances to second on sacrifice bunt.
The shortstop, number 16, Colin Klein.
So here's Klein with 1 out and a runner at second base for the Yellow Jackets. Swing and a miss, no balls and a strike. Swing and a miss, and it's no balls and 2 strikes now. To the leadoff batter, Klein. Oh, 2 to Klein. Ground ball towards third base. Joe Bear. He'll have to go to first with it, gets the out. Runner has to go back to second base, and there's 2 down.
Nice pitch, King.
Number 5, Gage Aguilar.
Here's Aguilar with 2 down. First pitch gets away from Mixon. So Landry advances to third on the wall pitch. It's 1 ball and no strikes to Klein. Swing and a miss. It's 1-1. Timeout call. One pitch from Miller. Swung on and fouled. Ball and 2 strikes to Klein. Swing and a miss. And Miller strikes him out to end the inning. Kinder strands 1. We'll go to the bottom of the 6th, all tied up at 4. Bottom of the 6th inning, Mixon, Miller, and Peshoff due up in a tie ball game here at 4. First pitch to Mixon, misses up high. And it's 1 ball and no strikes. Strike on the outside corner. 1 ball, 1 strike to Mixon. Swing and a miss. And it's a ball and 2 strikes.
Hey, you ready? Shot now, Carson. Shot.
Mixon fouls it out of play. It's 1 ball and 2 strikes. And strike 3 called on the curveball to Mixon.
Second baseman, number 28, Cooper Miller.
So here's Cooper Miller with 1 out. First pitch, Miller fouls it off. A ball's and a strike to Miller. Curveball misses outside, 1-1. Here's the 1-1. This is low. 2 balls and a strike. Ripped foul down the left side. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the 2-2 to Miller. And Miller drives it back into center field for a base hit. A 1-out base hit for Cooper Miller.
The designated hitter, number 29, Grant Peshaw.
The ball gets away. Miller heads down to second as the ball came back off the wall to the catcher, and he throws it down. So Miller steals second on the wild pitch. It's 1 ball and no strikes to Peshoff. So 1 ball, no strikes to Peshoff. Miller at second base. Outside, 2 balls and no strikes. Chevalier's gone the distance for Kinder. Activity in the bullpen for the Yellow Jackets. Chevalier steps off the mound and calls his coach in. I'm wondering if we have an injury. Yeah, Chevalier didn't feel comfortable. He stepped off the mound and immediately waved to the dugout to come on out. Well, Chevalier, after calling the staff over, appeared to start to faint. The trainer was out there from Lake Charles Memorial Hospital. And then Chevalier kind of regained his composure, and he'll stay in to pitch. Threw a few warm-up pitches, told his coaches he was okay. And he'll stay in the game here, is Chevalier. Peshoff will be back in the box. 2 balls, no strikes to Peshoff. There's 1 out with Cooper Miller at second base here in the bottom of the 6th inning. And the pitch misses outside. Now it's 3 balls and no strikes to Peshoff. And a strike called on the outside corner as Peshoff was taken. So 3 balls and 1 strike now for Chevalier. Swing and a miss. And the count goes full. 3 balls, 2 strikes now to Grant Peshoff. Peshoff fouls it off the handle. Count remains 3 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the 3-2 to Peshoff. Peshoff, ground ball, second baseman, over to first in time. Miller advances to third base. And there's 2 outs in the inning for Chase Wilson.
The left fielder, number 25, Chase Wilson.
Two outs, a runner at third for Wilson. First pitch misses outside, ball gets away, but Miller stays at third base. Saints looking to get Miller home, take a lead into the 7th. "90 feet away is Miller. Here's the pitch. Chopper back up the middle. Second baseman has it. He'll throw it to first in time for the out. We'll go to the 7th inning, all tied at 4. Top of the 7th inning, all tied at 4. And Michael Fontenot will lead it off for Kinder. And the first pitch from Kane Miller's in for a strike. No balls and 1 strike. 0-1 from Miller. Hit high in the air to the right side. Nolan in shallow right, and he'll make the catch for out number 1.
The designated hitter, number 2, Elijah Levan.
So here's Levan with 1 out, nobody on. First pitch misses inside. 1 ball, no strikes. One ball, no strikes. Fly ball deep left field near the wall, near the warning track is Wilson. Now he comes in and he'll make the catch. 4 out, number 2, 2 down, nobody on here in the top of the 7th.
First baseman, number 12, Bryce Anderson.
Here's Anderson. 2 down and nobody on. First pitch from Miller, hit high towards the right side. Nolan in foul territory. 3 up, 3 down for the Saints in the top of the 7th. We'll go to the bottom of the 7th inning, tied at 4. Bottom of the 7th inning, all tied up at 4. Duhan, Peliquin, and Milligan due up for the Saints. First pitch to Duhan, catches the outside corner, and the fans don't like it. It's no balls and 1 strike. Here's the 0-1, misses outside. It's 1 ball and 1 strike to Duhan. Misses inside and low. 2 balls and a strike now to Duhan. Pitch misses low, and it's 3 balls and 1 strike to Caleb Duhan. There's the 3-1 pitch. And this is low for ball 4.
The shortstop, number 6, J.P. Peliquin.
Here's Pelican with nobody out and Duhan at first base. First pitch, Duhan takes off, throw down, not in time. Stolen base for Caleb Duhan. Duhan moves into scoring position as the winning run is now at second base for the Saints. Pitch was a ball, 1 ball and no strikes to JT Pelican. One-0 to Pelican. And Chevalier steps off. Here's the 1-0. Pelican shows bunt and misses up high. 2 balls and no strikes. Two-0 to Pelican. Pelican shows bunt, misses. It's 2 balls and 1 strike. Here's the 2-1 from Chevalier. Swing and a miss on the breaking ball. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes now to Pelican. Pelican swings and misses. The ball gets away. Catcher can't find it. And Pelican will be safe on the drop third strike. Duhan will advance to second. I'm sorry, to third. And now with nobody out, the winning run is 90 feet away. And now we'll have a timeout. So they'll issue the intentional walk to Gus Milligan, and they'll load the bases for David Nolan.
The first baseman, number 18, David Nolan.
So bases loaded, nobody out. Winning run at third base. Infield will come in for the Yellow Jackets and try to stop the run at the plate. Nolan shows bunt and bunts it foul. And it looks like it may have hit him off the bat. So Nolan's okay. It's no balls and a strike. No balls and a strike to Nolan. Nolan will base hit in the left field. And Saints will win it on a walk-off single by David Nolan. Caleb Duhan comes home to score, and the Saints win it 5-4 in extra innings. David Nolan with the walk-off single sends home Caleb Duhan, and the Saints win it 5-4 over the Kinder Yellow Jackets. Saints will be back tomorrow afternoon at 1 o'clock as we'll head on to Crowley to take on the Notre Dame Pioneers from Miller Park. So your final from Legion Field, St. Louis 5 and Kinder 4. We'll see you tomorrow afternoon right here on the St. Louis Catholic Baseball Network.